Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to HAFEZ TV. I'm your host, HAFEZ, and we're here at the UKIP March protest. They are now gathered at Marble Arch. They were supposed to be Hyde Park Corner, but it looks like they have been told not to go to Hyde Park Corner. So here we are at Marble Arch. So, yeah, Nick Tanconi has just taken the stage. So let's go over and see what he has to say.
You might not know it now. You're used to seeing great big, when it comes to patriotism, great big, huge crowds. True, he is. So true, he is. He's a massive, but communists tend to be. Now, patriots, this is a historic address. I think that you will agree with me. So can I ask you, bearing in mind there are a lot of influencers here and journalists, media interviews afterwards, can I ask you to bear with me during this speech? If you like something, tell the cameras that you like it. I'm going to need you to bear with me, guys, okay, on this? So stay with me. Try not to have too many conversations by yourself, because it breaks my concentration. It's a long one, but it's an important one. There's a reason why we're stood here today. The reason why we're stood here today is the disastrous decision by the Metropolitan Police to ban Christians and patriots from marching through Whitechapel, despite police liaison since August. This has sparked nationwide fury, and rightly so. Law enforcement has declared Whitechapel a no-go Islamist zone, and they have given in to the demands of the terrorists. Be under no illusion, communists and Islamists are terrorists. The unholy alliance of communism and Islamism present a threat so very fierce that law enforcement strategy is now based on their will and not on impartiality. The public can be at no greater risk when the public mistrust the police. For years we have seen communists and Islamists do whatever they like, no matter how much offence is caused to the public or what laws are broken. Perhaps the gravest crime of all here is that despite offering my hand in peace to the residents of Whitechapel, they have rejected my anti-extremism, anti-caliphate, anti-Islamism message. They have said they do not want a patriotic, Christian, anti-extremist march through Tower Hamlets. What does this say about their mindsets? What kind of people stand against our message of Christianity, unity, safety, love, and British values? Islamophobia is a word created by fascists, used by cowards to manipulate morons. Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. Patriots, what this means is that we are commanded to have faith in the Lord. We are not concerned with extremists who dare try and manipulate us, and that instead we are to stand steadfast in our faith. For if God is with us, who can be against us? I will remind you, our central message is a message of love. We are commanded to love. So now, patriots, the problem with our message of unity is that our enemies have now accepted to refuse our hand. It is now time for Old Testament justice. We must obey the Father as we are repeatedly told over the centuries. We are being tested, patriots. Love, yes. Cowardice, no. Our enemies are the communists and the Islamists. And as ever, I will tell you the truth. Our enemy is also radical secularism and radical centrism. Indeed, liberalism is one of the most dangerous, most poisonous, most extremist ideologies. We, however, will be victorious despite this. We will save Britain, patriots. We will reinstate Christianity back into the heart of government, and we will glorify the one true God of the one true faith. We will submit to our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, and if we must shed our blood for the protection of our women and children, for the church and for our faith, then so be it. My brothers and sisters, I say we unite. I say we put all theological and doctrinal differences aside. I say we fight against Islamofascism. I say we destroy Islamofascism. I say we fight and destroy the unholy alliance. I say we persecute and remove communists and Nazis from Britain. I will remind you, communists and Nazis are one and the same thing. Our opponents dare call us Nazis. Their tactics, patriots, are absolutely despicable. It is time for the Ninth Crusade. It is time for courage. It is time for justice. I want every single invader, Islamist and communist, deported from Britain. Let us discuss community tensions. Let us discuss two-tier policing. Let us discuss no-go zones. Let us discuss the pro-Pali mob. Let us discuss Jewish concerns and Jewish communities. Let us discuss Christian concerns and Christian communities. Let us discuss patriotic concerns and patriotic communities. What about them? So the police can cancel disruptive protests. So if Jews had threatened to kick off, they could have stopped 2 years of marches calling for their death. What's offensive about mass deportations and anti-extremism anyway? We have Islamist hate spouted on our streets most weekends. Yet they have been allowed to carry on, seemingly with joy. People have a right to peacefully protest to demand mass deportations. The threat of disorder in diverse communities is now being used to restrict our democratic rights. Indeed, citizens, you do see by now, don't you? It is the fascism of diversity versus democracy. This is the language that socially conservative political leaders should be using. It is fascism, diversity versus democracy. For 2 years, the terrorist sympathizers have had marches. They've had marches galore calling for Israel to be destroyed and to be decolonized, indeed to decolonize the country of Israel. And we have seen endless support for Hamas and endless anti-Semitism and much more. Police keep telling us they have no powers to stop it. Yet, when it came to our march, they could stop it effortlessly. This is two-tier policing, and it's two-tier policing at its worst. Places with large Muslim communities are beyond police control. Clearly, anyone who wants to hold a gathering has to get the neighborhood imam's permission. Let me be even more frank, as we have seen with the rape genocide of Britain. Law enforcement in Britain is afraid of large Islamist communities. We have seen this countless times. The police simply do not want to deal with these conclaves and with these tribes because they have made it so very clear that they are happy to terrorize, they are happy to martyr themselves, they are happy to flex, to intimidate, to dominate. They are happy to prove that they have no respect for Western laws and for British law and order, and the police know this. The Islamists also know that the police feel this. So, what happens next? Both law enforcement and the government pander to and continue to court the extremist leaders and large Islamist conclaves who are here to outbreed and spread the Islamic Caliphate. And that's it. That's it, patriots. That's their plan. They have no plan, nor does the government. We will have to look our grandchildren, patriots, in the eye one day when they ask, why did we not do something? We will have to answer to them, and we will have to answer to God for our indifference. I will remind you, patriots, Syrian, Iranian, Lebanese, and diasporas from across the world who have fled the Islamic Republic have ended up in a Christian country that's in the process of being taken over by Islamists. Law enforcement refuse to stop pro-Palestine Jew hate marches every week, but will happily ban UKIP's protest as a certain community has been caused offence. It is two-tier policing, but it is two-tier policing out of fear. Apparently, calling for mass deportations is a community concern, but calling for mass murder, glorifying terrorism, and anti-Semitic signs and chants is not. My brothers and sisters, for those who do not already know, peace is achieved through strength. It is not achieved through tolerance, and it is not achieved through cowardice. We must liberate Britain and all its inhabitants, including law-abiding Muslims, from the vile, evil clutches of communism and Islamofascism. We have previously lacked leadership, but not anymore. Christians, conservatives, patriots have no single unit point of command on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be registered to vote. You will join the crusade. You will stand with me in taking our country back. And together we will achieve justice for Britain. We will be victorious and we will take our country back, for this is the 9th crusade. Let me ask you politically, what does more of the same mean? It means more liberalism, it means more corruption, it means more weakness, it means more cowardice, it means more uni-party rule, and it means more godlessness. Indeed, I do ask you, what does more of the same mean? It means the Islamic Caliphate will win. That's what more of the same means. If you have still not understood that this battle is one which must be faced, and that this is a holy battle, and that this is the 9th crusade, you are deluded. Critiquing threats from Islamism and the communist long march through the institutions. Calling out demographic shifts. This isn't violent or hate speech, patriots. It's factual discourse on real dangers, not incitement. The reason why our opponents slander and smear us is not only because they are evil and twisted, but because we do not defend ourselves. For so very long, migrants and those who despise us have mistaken our kindness for weakness. And to that I say, let us finally show these people who and what we really are and what we really stand for. We are going to restore national pride. We are going to remember who we are, as we have forgotten so bravely where we are, have come from and who we are. Liberal ideas and values have indeed infected our minds, our homes, our families, and worst of all, the church. We will never forget our commandment to love our enemies, but nowhere does it say that we are to be tolerant of evil. We must liberate our fellow citizens from Islamism and from far-left extremism. Our crusade is to liberate Britain from injustice. I believe it is with God's grace that we shall be victorious in liberating our oppressed brothers and sisters and all those captured by communism and Islamism. I say it is not an abhorrent act, but an act of love to punish those who dare try and subvert our culture, our values, our faith, and our way of life. St. Francis de Sales said this: "The enemy surrounds us, and we shall perish unless we fight. If we really fight, we are given assurance of victory." Islam isn't a race. Islamophobia is a real word. Matthew chapter 7 verse 15. "Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves." Of the 45,000 people on MI5's terror watch list, over 90% are Islamists. That's larger than the entire size of Hamas on October 7th. And it is larger than the ISIS army that launched its Iraq offensive in 2014. It's half the size of the full-time British army. By 2050, Islamists on MI5's terror watch list could be larger than the British Army patriots. If those stats aren't alarming enough, polling shows that at least 9% of UK Muslims admit to being jihadis, extremists, or supporters of terrorism. 9% of the UK Muslim population is 350,000 to 400,000 people. As the Muslim population rises, these figures could double in the next 2 decades. Yes, of course, many Muslims are well adjusted and integrated, and that's to be celebrated. But we must not pretend, as our political and media class pretend, that extremist views are only held by a tiny fringe minority. A sizable percentage, hundreds of thousands or more, hold views, attitudes and beliefs that are abhorrent to our society and our way of life. Our politicians cannot keep their heads in the sand. The first duty of any state is to protect its people, its territory, its interests from both external and internal threats. The government's commitment to increase defence spending 2.5% to 5% GDP shows it recognises the growing threats we face from abroad. But I would argue the domestic threat to national security is at least as great as any external threat. Indeed, based on population growth projections, the domestic threat may be far greater. The illegal invasion is made up of 90% Muslim fighting age males. There is a suspected 1.2 million on our land. Those are the numbers they've given us, so it is likely to be many more. We have no idea how radical and deranged these people are. To put it bluntly, unless action is taken soon, we are facing a migration time bomb, yet Labour refuses to acknowledge any of this. I cannot think of a more serious dereliction of duty in my lifetime. UK Muslims, ladies and gentlemen, are 6.5% of the population, but Islamists are responsible for 97% of terror deaths since 2000, 90% of MI5's terror watch list, 75% of terror threats, 84% of child gang rapes, 18% of prisoners, 6,000 female genitalia mutilations per year, 1.5 times on the birth rate defect, 48.6% of 16 to 64-year-olds are not employed. 27% are on social housing. Oh, and for the communists, and for the footage, just like the Nazis in the Unholy Alliance, in bed with the Islamists, jihadis don't like unbelievers. They don't like polytheists. And since communism and atheism go hand in hand, if they ever get power, they will behead all of you. So best of luck, the Unholy Alliance. The Manchester synagogue terrorist, he was on police bail, patriots. He was on police bail for an alleged rape at the time of the attack. The 2017 Manchester Arena attack was committed by Islamist psychopaths Salman Abedi and Hasham Abedi, killing 22. The 7/7 bombings were carried out by Islamist terrorists Shahzad Tanweer and Mohammed Sadiq Khan. Jermaine Lindsay Hasib Hussein, murdering 52 people and injuring 800. In Reading, in 2020, Kahari Sadala murdered 3 people in a random, unprovoked Islamist terror attack. In 2013, Lee Rigby was brutally murdered by Islamist terrorists Michael Adibalaggio and Michael Adibawali in London. A suspected 1 million British native girls have been groomed and raped by predominantly Pakistani paedophile rape gangs. Of the 44,000 terrorist attacks since 9/11, ladies and gentlemen, 90% have been claimed by radical Islam. There are an estimated 40,500 Islamists on MI5's terror watch list. There are 2,179 mosques in the United Kingdom. That's 18 Islamists for every mosque. There are 80 prescribed terrorist organizations in Britain. 57 of them, 70% of the prescribed terrorist groups in the UK are Islamist. Muslims make up 6% of the population, but make up 18% of prison inmates. There are roughly 100 Sharia law courts operating in Britain. It is time to wake up to the fact that this country needs a wartime leader and one who has the balls to declare war on religious extremism and begin mass deportations of the Islamists. No more pandering, no more appeasement, no more surrender. Now is the time to cut out the rot and send them home, patriots. In 2024, the Golders Green kosher supermarket knife man was spared jail. In August, ex-Labour councillor Ricky Jones was found not guilty after calling for Conservative throats to be slit. Recently, Musa Qadri, the Islamist psychopath knife man who slashed at and attacked someone for burning a Quran in London, was spared jail. Is it any wonder that the terrorists feel emboldened to attack people with knives, to slash, to cut, and to behead? Two-tier justice has consequences. Those consequences are going to be regretted by British law enforcement forever, and the British public now refuses to not look back in anger. Islamofascism and communism is the #1 direct threat to national security in 2025, and we must destroy it. I will ban and prescribe the Muslim Brotherhood. Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and several other majority Muslim countries have already banned this transnational extremist Islamist group. I will begin the defunding of the Islamic Caliphate in Britain. I will have the mosques which harbour Islamist hate preachers raided. I will have them closed and destroyed. I will deport the 40,000 Islamists on MI5's terror watch list. I will ban cousin marriages. I will ban halal slaughter. I will deport the Islamists subscribed to proscribed terrorist organisations. I will detain and deport all Islamists and proponents. I will detain all Islamists. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, guys. I will detain and deport all Islamists and proponents of the Islamic Caliphate. I will declare war on Islamofascism and the Islamist net receivers burdening the taxpayer. Now, get them. I'm only joking. They send down the mouthy ones. They send down the mouthy ones to try and intimidate. It's okay. They're going home. In closing, a word to the moderates. I am concerned with the behaviour of the moderates and what's referred to as standard Islamic narrative, also known as sin. I am concerned with the moderates getting into bed with the communists and forming the unholy alliance. I am concerned with the culture of victimhood and placing blame showcased constantly within the Islamic community. I am concerned that whenever Islam wants to, it can defend itself in any way it sees fit and get away with it. I am concerned with the deathly silence from the moderate community after every Islamist terror attack and terror atrocity. I am concerned about the breeding rates propped up by the taxpayer welfare. I am concerned about the drive for Islamic blasphemy laws being pushed not just by Islamists, but by the moderates also. I am so very concerned that when mobs, rape gangs, battalions of Islamists are formed, the moderates simply seem to fall into line. I am concerned that no matter how much I extend my hand to the moderates, they return my kindness by calling me a racist, by calling me a Nazi, and by calling me a fascist. I am so very concerned that whenever two-tier policing and justice in favour of Islamism occurs, the moderates do not seem outraged. And they should be outraged, patriots. I am thus deeply concerned that there are thousands of examples I have seen where Muslims cheer and gloat and endorse the most heinous and wicked of acts, sending me death threats, and I am deeply concerned that they are so quick to be so very racist and bigoted against white people and against people of other faiths. In 2021, in April, a religious studies teacher at Batley Grammar School was forced into hiding after showing a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad. He did this during a lesson. I don't know why he did, but he did. Protests began over free speech, and the teacher was forced into hiding. He faced targeted and designated campaigns of threats, intimidation, and abuse. That teacher, ladies and gentlemen, remains in hiding, suffering from PTSD to this day. No consequences have been brought to the perpetrators who have effectively ruined this man's life. The reports tell us that the police have accepted that the case represents a massive failure of the system, and that once again, mobs of Islamists have been able to behave however they want in accordance with their norms, values and scripture. It is a well-known fact that some Islamic scholars agree that there should be the death penalty for blasphemy. The suspected number of vulnerable girls involved in the Pakistani paedophile rape grooming gangs is over 1 million. That's over 1 million lives destroyed irreparably forever. That's a crime against humanity. That's terrorism on an industrial scale. Why do we not see the Islamic community mobilized to destroy those involved the ideology, the action? Why do we not see them mobilized to destroy and confront such unspeakable wickedness? Why do we see that they are not as passionate about solving this issue as they are about protesting over Israel and intimidating and bullying anyone who goes against their religion? It doesn't add up, patriots, and it doesn't make any sense. I want everyone to decide, from the thousands of examples we have to hand, these Islamic problems, are they cultural or are they doctrinal? We must and will continue to ask Muslims to lead the fight against the Islamists and the Islamic extremists. They are not our problems, patriots, but for some reason, non-Muslims always pay the price for them. I believe there is a difference between Muslims and Islamists. Time, however, is running out for the moderates to fight back against their radical counterparts. Ladies and gentlemen, they say Allah, Allah. We say Christ is King and hallelujah. Saint Michael, defend us in battle, and may God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. That's it. Let's go louder. Patriots, thank you so much. We don't have anywhere organised, but behind, not the arch, behind that block of shops, one row behind, there's a pub. So I think we've earned a drink. So that's all I've got to say for now. I'm going to do media interviews here if anyone wants to speak to me. Thank you.
There's only one Nick Taccone! There's only one Nick Taccone! Walking along, singing a song, walking in a
Different man with those glasses.
everybody, there's only one Nick Taccone! There's only one
How's it
Nick
going, dude?
Taccone!
Were you in London last night?
Singing a song, walking in
Yes, you will be arrested.
No. Bob? How you doing? Oh, yeah.
We got any officials, stewards, if you're on purple armband or purple IVs, please make sure we get them back.
I stand for almost 1 million society. I disabled girls are on one basis. So of course, all the very best. I'm a huge fan of groups, movements and pressure, think tanks and lobbying, but unfortunately, what you're talking about, all of the activism, all of the pressure and groups, all the fundraising, all the accusations, all the organising, trying to help people, I still take my country back. Everyone's going to have to pick a side. Everyone's going to have to pick a side. God bless you ladies. It will work out. Mobilising more support for this sanctuary that's been created.
Hello, everyone in the chat. I'm sorry, I can't actually hear anything right now. Let's try and get around to a location. Okay, here we go. Nick! Hello. Nick! Sorry. Nick! Ah. Another person caught him. Jack, where you going, bud? Oh, no, it's okay, thank you. Let me see if I can get
We are here with Nick from Cody, and I'm here to support you. You know, I'm a Muslim, and I came here, and you're absolutely right. There are not many Muslims around here. I'm the only one, and the reason why I've come here to show my support and solidarity with the Christians over there. And I'm an immigrant, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks be to God. So my hand's extended, my hand is extended, and my message is clear. With culture and religion, you have problems. Sometimes they're related to scripture, sometimes they're related to tribal practices. Culture and religion are one and the same thing if you're of a Christian worldview, which I am. You have Anglican problems, you have Catholic problems, you have Orthodox problems, you have Sunni problems, you have Shia problems, Hindi problems, etc., etc. We're not interested in Islamic problems, and Islam has a massive problem with radicalization and extremism. So my hand is extended and the message is clear. The peaceful moderate Muslims, where my hand is extended to, stop calling me a Nazi, stop calling me a fascist, stop calling me a racist. The tactics are despicable. Get your arms around the problem of radical Islam, because at the moment your silence is enabling the caliphate. Absolutely not. And good people like yourself, I didn't know that you were a Muslim, but it makes no difference to me whatsoever. I have no issue with my Arab brothers and sisters, my Saudi Muslims. There are different types. I've met lots of different types of people.
No, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, I've met lots of different types of cultures and lots of different types of people. Collectively denounce radical Islam and accept my hand, which is extended, the deathly silence from the moderates. If this is their own volition, their own choice, this is problematic. If it's out of fear from reprisals from the community leaders and the imams, this is equally as problematic. But it's not gonna save them or stop the situation. So
yeah, can I just say, obviously, I know a lot of the Muslim community and the people from my own community, they have said that you're a racist. Can I just clarify, you're not a racist? I have spoken to you numerous times on the spaces, and I know you, Ben Walker, you guys are not racist. Your message is very clear that we have just heard right now. And me being here, like I said, I am showing you my support. There is a lot of problem within the Muslim community, but I think when I came to the UK, I'm an immigrant. When I came to the UK, I was getting away from the Muslim problem, because coming to the UK, I thought that this is a Christian country and I will not see the Muslim problem. But unfortunately, since I've been coming to the marches like this, since I've been starting supporting you and the white people who talk about immigration and the illegal immigration and the legal ones, if they're committing crimes, they need to be deported. You're absolutely right. So I have had death threats from the Muslim community, not from the white people like you, or the white people that they call racist or who want to say this, but it's actually the Muslim community that have threatened me. They have sent counter-terrorism police to my house telling me that I'm being radicalized by the far right. That's what they said to me. I was arrested and I'm still under investigation by the police, for being a racist towards my own community. So you are absolutely right. There is this behavior from the Muslims where they think if you don't agree with them, straight away they're your enemies. I had the death threats 2 days ago when you said we were going to Whitechapel, and I posted up a picture of you and me together, which I took previously, and I had death threats from the Muslim community, and they said to me, if you turn up to Whitechapel, see what we do to you. I don't live in England, but I went to the police with that, and the police said to me, we don't think that these threats are original or they might do something to you. So you're absolutely fine. So yes, you are right.
Well, they're half right, because these people that send these threats are such pussies. So look,
and that's all they can do.
They're just they.
But I'm here to support you. That's what I want.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. And again, you got a real life example where, again, it really exhausts me. These aren't Catholic problems. They're not Anglican problems. They're Muslim, they're Islamic problems. And we don't care. Muslims, Hindu, Jew, Sikh, we don't care. But religious extremism, the rape genocide of Britain, Islamist terror attacks, this is enough on its own. Now imagine the lies and the deceit and the community leaders saying you can't do this and you can do that, and the silence. So you've got your egregious items on the smaller end of the spectrum, and then you've obviously got your rape, murder and terrorism at the large end of the spectrum. You combine the whole thing. People have had enough, and they're wise to it. It's not just about saying, well, hang on a minute. There's a lot of murder and rape and terrorism, and these people inbred. Are they what? Yeah, look at the synagogue attack a few weeks ago. What I couldn't do that. I couldn't physically pick up a knife. It's street level. There were civilians. In war, that's different. But I couldn't do that.
The innocent people.
Innocent people, like you can't, there's an inertia which stops you from doing it, be you Christian or atheist. So it's not just that. People in the British public are wise to the lies and the deceit, because the problem is that we know what the Islamic Caliphate looks like and sounds like. It's not just Muslims coming here for a better life, like in the 70s, that were more chilled out. The new generation, as you know, is radicalized. And again, that's social media. There's a plethora of reasons. But the problem is that there's deathly silence with regards to, again, the last couple of years, the marches. How about being best mates with communists?
Exactly.
This is problematic, guys. This is hugely problematic.
It does come down to the incompetency of the police, because like I said, when they couldn't protect people like me, when I'm saying something that obviously we have to do, the police are literally nowhere to be seen. If anything, me saying what I'm saying, exactly what you are saying, is exactly the similar concerns that I've got being in the UK. Like you said, yes, Islamic problems are not the UK problem. Why do we bring it here? So when we say that, obviously you say that you got threats, I got threats, and then being put in prison for 15 hours. I've been here since 2008. I don't have as much as a speeding ticket. I have never seen a police station and they put me in a prison for 15 hours.
Law-abiding citizen.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
Exactly.
I mean, it's disgusting.
Thank you so much, Nick. I will shake your hand, my brother. Thank you very much. And I'll always be here supporting you guys. Thank you.
Nick,
Did you want to hear what happened today?
Nick, sorry.
Yes?
Nick, can I?
Were you? Oh man,
So much.
Nick,
dangerous place to be.
And I've got your email. Don't worry.
Nick, sorry. Can I just ask you one question? If you, if you had one advice for Nigel Farage, what would that be?
Grow up.
Grow up.
Come on, Nigel. Like, it's not personal. I started my campaign in earnest when I was removed from the Conservative Party, which is February-ish last year. That was 4 or 5 months before the general election. Now, Ben Habib has started a new party, which is a revenge mission, and he's done that after Reform are polling the way they are. I started my mission 4 years ago with Turning Point, and I started it in earnest at the beginning of 2024, before the general election.
Yeah.
I didn't know Nigel was going to win. Remember, everyone said Nigel's going to win. He returned 4 MPs. This is a disaster. This is a disaster of epic proportions. So I was involved before the general election, and I've been building up to it for years. Now I'm still involved with it because he only returned 4. But ask Reform voters, in 29, Nigel's going to win and return a majority. Oh, come on. It's Stockholm Syndrome on steroids. Nigel and the Tories. It's all part of the same liberal power grab, corrupt, stand for everything, stand for nothing. My advice to Nigel is, if you want power, do what I'm doing. Now that's an act of kindness that he doesn't deserve. It's nothing personal with Nigel. We're all on the same side, right? We're all on the same fight. But the thing is, we're right-wing Christian nationalists. So it's time to grow up, Nigel. Seriously, stop taking it all as one big joke. Stop. You can tell he's getting tired as well. You can see that it's taking its toll on him. You've got the polling suggests that you could form a majority. Take the country back, because if you don't, I will.
All right, thank you. As an Iranian that's been rescued by the British people from the Iranian regime, thank you.
Thanks be to God. You're so welcome, mate. An honour. Thank you very much. Good stuff, guys.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. Let's go and see. Let's go see what's going on. Sorry. Okay. What's oh yeah, I think I got one of those something. Yeah, I'm collecting them.
Giving your heart to the Lord, Jay?
No, not yet. Okay. Okay, this was where some craziness happened. I'm not entirely sure if that craziness is still happening, but here we are. Yeah, we got a lot of lights down there. Totally missed it. Okay, let's go and see if it's worth going back to there's Emma. He speaks freely. Let's okay, guys. Let's see. Let's see if there is anything. Oh, this is one of my favorite people with the favorite quote of all time, Miss Bougie. Is it Bougie? Something Bougie? I forgot the rest. Based Bougie. Yeah, she gave one of the best quotes ever at one of the Tommy sort of rallies last year when Tommy was inside. She said, either support the country you're in or move to a country you support. And I think half of these marches in London, I think half of them should go to Gaza because they seem to support Gaza quite a lot. I would happily advocate for them to go to Gaza.
They won't, though.
I think we should spend some of that money we spend on the hotels on plane tickets. One way though, one way.
I think what annoys me the most is just people in general who have no earthly idea what they're actually talking about. And they're just picking up on something that's because it's just over the last 12 months.
It's the current thing.
Where were you 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Where were you a decade ago? Because that argument's been going on for centuries.
It's been going on for at least 50, 60 years. So.
I'll have more respect for them if they actually went to Israel or Gaza
or West Bank
and saw it for themselves.
Yeah.
Then come back, then have an opinion. I'll have more respect for you. I might not necessarily agree with it, but I'll have more. I agree with someone or not, like for instance Tommy Robinson. At least Tommy's gone out there and seen.
The thing is, he's out there now, and people are mocking him as, "Oh, you're such a Israeli shill." It's like, dude, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. He's going out there to see what it's like on the ground.
He's gone out there to actually finally understand it from the ground level.
Yeah.
Rather than talking about it from millions of miles
exactly, as some like these talking heads on TV.
To the people that live there, and that's what he's done. And he's spoken to Muslims out there, and all of them, 99% of all of them have said they'd rather stay in Israel, they'd rather live in Israel than they would live anywhere.
Yes.
That's coming from Muslims.
That's what I mean. That's I was watching that one as well.
So.
But
these people who walk around London and wave Palestinian, you don't know.
They haven't got a clue.
You're just bored because Just Stop Oil has given up, Extinction Rebellion has given up, so you're just trying to find something.
Yes.
You know, like what Wesley did was essentially
Hello, Miss Bougie. How are you? I absolutely love your entire. I'm still hooked on that comment that you made about support the country or move. Thank you. So, can I ask you, what do you think about today's events and everything that's gone on today?
I think it was a very peaceful event. I think it was a very equal event as well. We saw a lot of people from different ethnic minorities. And I think essentially we need to have more events like this because what has happened in this country is that the UK has lost its cultural roots because we've been so obsessed with this idea of multiculturalism. Now you're probably wondering, why is a black woman complaining about multiculturalism? The reality is that if you create multiple cultures and try to stir it up, you have a cultureless society. And that's very dangerous. In order for countries to thrive, it needs to have a common culture. And I know this because look at China. China has a common culture. The UAE is thriving because it has a common culture. Britain, it was thriving at one point because it had a common culture. So it's not diversity we should be looking for, it should be unity we should be looking for.
It's actually what Jordan Peterson said ages ago, which is it's not so much there's multiculturalism, there is a monoculture and then as an umbrella culture, and then underneath that there are small sort of essence of other cultures. Everybody always talks about, oh, we all like chicken tikka masala. Well, Indian culture doesn't. If you tell an Indian that your culture boils down to chicken tikka masala, they'll stab you because they're like, that's not all of our culture. And this is, in a way, that's how they're kind of almost. I think it's almost an insult. It's patronizing of other cultures that your culture is now reduced down to one dish. You know, your entire, the Caribbean diaspora is now reduced down to peas and rice and jerk chicken.
Rice and peas.
Rice and peas, sorry.
They will get offended.
Or jollof rice is the whole of Jamaican and Nigerian culture. This is like ridiculous simplification of these people's cultures. And yet, these multiculturalists think that that's perfectly fine to literally insult people of minority cultures with those sort of simplifications, but it's perfectly fine to pretend. I think this is a lot of virtue signaling. This is a lot of pretense rather than actual substance.
It is a lot of pretending because I was actually interviewing someone and they said that this is a racist protest because everyone here is predominantly white. If you go to the Stand Up to Racism protest, they're predominantly white.
Yeah.
I don't see the ethnic minority.
Middle class white.
Exactly. They're just a bunch of, rats. So it is predominantly white. So my question to Stand Up to Racism is, why are you protesting for my rights? I didn't ask you to talk for me.
Exactly.
Do you think I'm incompetent?
That also, I think, feeds into. You should. I think we should both go and say, we don't want your white saviors.
What? Like I don't need you to speak for me. If I have a problem, I'm more than capable to go out and talk about it myself. I don't need you. So they're just virtue signaling. And if you guys actually watch my YouTube channel, I go in there and I try to expose them a lot.
Sorry, could you tell us your YouTube channel?
Based in Bougie. Yeah. Half of them don't even have a clue why they're protesting. Honestly, they don't. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I've seen your interviews. That's why I love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Nice to meet you. All right, guys. That was Based in Bougie. Awesome channel, by the way. She does some great work. Truly, go check her out. And now, let us move along. It's starting to spit a bit of rain. I could feel it. It's starting to spitting rain now, people. Spitting rain. Now, I don't know if it's worth going. How are you, mate? You good? Good to see you. Good to see you. I saw you actually on the march. I was watching it online as I was coming down here. I literally got out of that station when you guys arrived at the traffic light. I was like, the timing couldn't have been better. But it appears you guys weren't allowed to go into the park. Well, was the plan?
I don't think that was the plan. It was just changing from Whitechapel.
Oh, I see.
To be honest, I think there was better turnout.
To be here.
It was better to be here anyway.
One,
there's a lot more of a Christian history in this part of London.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And also, I think going through West London, like going through South Kensington, Brompton,
Oh, yeah.
there was a lot of cameras for just tourists and whatever.
Oh, amazing.
I think it was just a better kind of place to get it televised.
Yeah. For the optics. But
I think optics, maybe not for like the drama. But
yeah, but I think the optics of also going through Whitechapel is also to kind of, it's this for me. Actually, let me put this in front of my mouth because nobody can hear us. For me, it's more about just like the way the Muslims pray in the streets. It's a show of strength and show of
they do that
unity. Yeah, exactly.
And it's done intentionally as a provocation.
So I mean, I think marching through Whitechapel would have had that effect, where this is still Britain, this is still a Christian country, and the people of this country still are the majority here. I think that would have been the signal through Whitechapel, but of course the chances of it kicking off would have been high.
Braverman and the Telegraph and whatnot, they wouldn't have platformed us and commented on it had it not happened. So I think it did work out for the better in that regard.
Maybe, yeah.
Obviously, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we have a no-go zone in central London.
No protest zone, shall we say? I mean, you can go to Whitechapel and walk around. It's just you can't go there in this sort of fashion.
Yeah, even going there, because I've walked through there a number of times, it's very homogenous. People don't look like the kind of people that would come to.
No, I mean it's little Islamabad.
They did, and if they were Christian and if they're British and support British values and Christian values, but they're not.
Okay, it seems to be raining now. I got to get the umbrella out. Thank you, thank you.
We are the new right.
Yes, I saw that actually on the logo.
Jimmy!
Okay, guys, it's raining. It's starting to come down. I'm gonna try and get the umbrella out. Got some stuff in my pocket I have to throw away. Okay. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, while I get the umbrella out. It is raining. It is autumn in London. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna, I don't know, really know what to do now. It's kind of over. There's Nick, he's done some short interviews. We are... I missed Alan. Where's Alan? Oh, Alan. Sorry. Hey, Sid. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see
How are you, mate? I saw you, but I couldn't say hi. I was just interviewing. How are you, mate? I love you. And I saw your text on the messaging. Yeah. That was great. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't think much else is going on. Give me 1 minute. I'll catch up with you guys. I want to talk to Louis. How's it going, dude? That's all right.
People don't know what is coming for them. They are sitting in their comfortable houses, enjoying their their afternoon or whatever. And where their afterwards is being conquered by Arab Islamists. Once there are two strategies to the Arab. I come from a majority Muslim country, as you know. And they've been persecuting my tribe for 1,000 years. If their objective is to force to infiltrate your country, then they will try to infiltrate your establishment, including your politics, your economics, your education, and so forth. And then once they do that, they try to change your laws, and then they will try to bring about their objective, which is Sharia law and the Caliphate. Once that is done, everything that you hold sacred in this country will die. I am disappointed that the people didn't come. They are sitting, these liberal do-gooders are sitting in their comfortable homes, and they don't even know what is coming for them. I am disappointed by them. I was expecting hundreds of thousands of people to come out to support this. I don't care about whatever you want to call UKIP, for them racist, whatever. This is not about that. There is a bigger fight coming for them that they do not even know what is coming. So I am absolutely disappointed in that. I engaged with some lovely people here, and I didn't say no racism here. When I was coming in, I saw there was an Arab Islamist who was actually engaging in, as they use for the door, terrorism or whatever. Some people say he got a knife. The police tried to apprehend him, but they didn't apprehend him. They actually take him out to protect him. So I don't know why the police actually let that criminal go instead of putting him in jail or having to charging him. So yeah, but nice to see you again as usual. Nice to see you here, and thank you for the amazing job that you do.
Thank you very much for your time on camera, and very good to see you today.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you. All right.
Take care. How are you, mate? You good?
What's your channel?
HAFEZ TV. It's just a small little TV. Yeah. Oh my God!
People like you here. Have you just turned up?
No, I've been here. I was here literally as they all arrived.
It's funny, I've been around since they arrived.
Yeah.
I just spat.
No, I was in front of the thing. HAFEZ. TV, and it's got my face. There you go. There's my ugly mug. Good man. Oh, good man. Give me yours. Hold on. Hold this. Hold on.
Must have been
Where
watching
is-
you already. That's why I recognise you, because I've already watched you.
Oh, there it
Why
is.
do I recognise that?
Hold on. You said DP?
Yeah, Delta Papa.
Papa Audits.
Yeah, audits, yeah.
Oh, there it is. I think I might be actually subscribed. Oh no, there we go. That's you.
That's me,
I'm
yeah.
in. I'm in. Let's,
I'm on all platforms. You might be on one of my Instas or something like that.
Yeah, because I've seen that logo. I've seen that
I've got about
logo.
150,000 followers across platforms.
Oh Christ, that's nice. Nice job. I thank you, sir. I thank you.
Facebook pays well. That's where you want to.
Facebook.
Facebook's one
I'm
for
gonna-
reach as well. Facebook.
Really?
What you want to do though is set up an Insta and a Facebook, and then they can link together. Yeah. When you post,
When you post on Insta-
it will go onto your Facebook automatically. But if a video pops on one, I think Meta likes it, because then if it pops on Insta but not on Facebook initially, and then Meta will
promote
say,
it on-
Oh, let's try push it on Facebook, and vice versa.
okay.
So utilise both. I've known people that don't utilise both, and they don't seem to push as much.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
make sure you connect two together and post with.
I'll do that because I've got my Insta, but I don't have a Facebook.
connect
A
the Facebook to your
Facebook one.
Insta. For some reason, Facebook's reach is even better than Insta, but everyone's got a Facebook.
Hmm.
3.5 billion Facebook accounts on the planet.
Oh Christ.
Facebook's that one where you'll have your family photos and everyone always goes back to it. People will use a YouTube, a TikTok, or a thingy, but everyone will pop in and have a little look on the Facebook, and that's why I think the reach on there is so vast. And you can always put shorts to your YouTube and that as
I
well.
thought Facebook was fairly harsh on censorship.
Yeah,
No, Zuckerberg's released it.
Yeah, they've come.
And
Yeah.
that was in the back of my mind.
A few
Something
months ago,
changed.
he took these lenient,
Yeah,
made it
because
lenient.
Was it quite recently? He sort of said, "May I
Semi-recently,
boy."
yeah, yeah.
I was bound
On
to
Joe
the Biden
Rogan,
admin.
on
That
Joe
was it.
Rogan.
Yeah, he said basically, he's looked
So
at
it's
Elon
really
and gone,
quite
yeah.
recently.
Yeah, he's gone back a bit more lenient on it.
Yeah, that's why my videos, the political stuff, is getting far more traction on Insta than it ever did. I got 1.1 million views on just a short clip. Yeah, that's
But I caught some teacher robbing the flag off
crazy.
the bridge over in Tamworth. That's on 2.4 now. Got a migrant out the window to a mate Eddie slicing his neck like that.
Yeah.
That's on like 1.2.
That's yeah.
The pub video where they wouldn't let me in with the England flag, that's on a couple of million.
That's, you see what I mean? That's why. That's normally those things they would just get
Right,
killed.
the video where they wouldn't let me in the pub with the England flag, that went viral. As fuck. JD Vance was talking about in a podcast. It went
Mentioned by the vice president.
Daily Mail emailed me, can we use your footage, and then just slagged me off. I emailed them back, going, I want to see when you're a journalist, it's on site.
But that's what I mean, because normally those videos would get suppressed so quickly, you just get no traction on anything. All of a sudden, stuff that I would normally post and get banned for seem to just stay on, and then they get traction as well.
Well, I've been shadow banned on YouTube though, because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
ran us on Channel 4 the other week. They mentioned AY audits, but if you watch the Channel 4
Yeah,
thing,
I've
it
seen
shows
that
my
one.
footage, the Tommy Ranny, when we go into the Liverpool hotel where the lads run in the bedrooms and that.
Oh, that was you?
That was us, like, yeah. yeah, that was us as well. But they didn't slag me off in that bit, but they obviously went, I'm always careful when I go to migrant hotels. And whilst I have strong opinions on immigration, on a human level, I won't go and start being a massive bastard to migrants.
A one-on-one, yeah.
Yeah, you get better results.
Because it's
big
not
picture I've got a massive issue with. There's a
Yeah,
big difference,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
The thing is, it's not those individuals. Those individuals are reacting to what do you call it? Incentives.
Yeah, incentives.
It's the government that's giving them those incentives. They have to stop the incentives. They won't come. That's why you don't see them. You don't see. By the way, I've never heard Rwanda complain about their migrant problem. I've never heard Somalia complain about their migrant issues. Iran has no migrant problems whatsoever. Guess why? Nobody wants to go to them shithole places. Nobody is running to Iran.
I was watching a little clip about Poland. I think actually it was on the Lotus Eaters.
I love Lotus Eaters.
And they showed this map. I don't know if you've seen the map, but terrorist offences across Europe. France is covered in dots, Britain's covered in dots. And there's this big...
Poland, Hungary.
Oh, it follows the borders of Poland. And there was some fantastic footage of them hosing down these...
No, do you know what they did the other week?
That's how you manage
No,
your
do you
borders.
know what the Polish did the last month? They made a TV advert to send to Eritrea, Afghan, and all these places. Goes, if you come here, you can't get past our border. The Belarusian border is not the golden ticket to Europe.
Yes.
We'll use water cannons. We've got fences, and if all else fails, we'll just shoot us. Then they sent the advert to all these countries and ran it on all their TV stations.
Yeah.
We will
I
kill
saw
you.
that. I saw that. I mean, the Polish government themselves passed a law because one of the migrants threw some kind of spear and killed a guard, a fence guard. And the Polish government then passed a law allowing live rounds against migrants if they come to the fence. So ever since then, Poland doesn't have much of a migrant problem.
Last
Oh,
week,
sorry.
on the Lotus Eaters. And it was about half an hour about Poland. It made me want to go there. I've been there years ago. Warsaw and so on, but it's changed a lot because at that time, just coming out to the Eastern Bloc, it was quite poor. And a lot of them came over here. They made a bit. Their economy's plumbing, and then they went back. And now it is. It's
and the thing is, I actually I want to do a review of it. The Times, I think it was the Radio Times, they did this disingenuous video about, oh look, Britain doesn't have look, Poland doesn't have no, they didn't mention anything about migrants. They were talking about the Nigel Farage was complaining about Polish coming to Britain, and then they were complaining that, and then the Polish suddenly started going back home. And it's like, look, Poland doesn't have a problem. Poland's GDP is now catching up with Britain. And they tried to twist it though to make out as if Britain lost because they came out of Europe, whilst Poland still enjoys European Unionship. It's like, no, you bastards. It's because Poland doesn't let in millions of people every week. They totally omitted the fact that Poland doesn't allow migrants to come in, and that is why they're progressing.
It's straight away. If we deport all the illegals in the first 3 years when reform get implemented, guess what we get back? Those are fucking houses, mate. Not rocket science.
Houses, hotels, millions of.
And the people be happy. What you probably find in Poland, the people are probably productive in their work environments because the people are a lot happier. Happier people are more productive. And it's a different sort of society as well. It's much more, well, it's very Christian.
It's unbelievable.
And it's a lot more homogenous. You know, you get a strong feeling of Poland. And I just, you know, if it wasn't for the language, like I say, I lived with this Polish woman for about 7 years.
Guys, I'm going to just wrap this up and then just one sec. Okay, actually, let me twist it round. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're over. Let me bring this up. It looks like it's ended here. We're done. We're gone. We're out of here. There isn't really much else to do. The standard to racism isn't even in this part of London, so I can't even go and hunt them down to try and piss them off. Have a great day. Lieutenant, I love everyone in the chat. I'm sorry I haven't had much time. Faith, Lieutenant, love you. Blessings. Blessings to... Okay, I'm just going to do a quick scroll down to see if I can see anyone. Nameless, blessings to you. Buddha Bing, big up Buddha Bing, blessings. And Urban Roots, big up. Ollie the new UG. Big up to yourself, my good sir. Sucks neck. Okay, I can't. I'm sorry. I've gone as far back as I can. Rolling tourists, big up to yourself. Blessings. What else have we got? Open your eyes. Big up to yourselves for open your eyes. Okay, guys, that's it. That's our show for today. I'm sorry, it's a little bit, just an hour long, but I'm going to do another one when I get home because there is something I want to review that really upset me that I watched last night, and I wanted to review it. Also, there's that what do you call new Radio Times bullshit. So we'll do that when I get home later on today, or I might do one from the Admiralty. We'll see. For now, peace. Have yourselves a wonderful day, Saturday, and I'll catch you on the next one.